Hey guys, what's going on? It's Abe again. I'll be your coach for today. In this video, I'm going to be going over my personal post-workout routine. This is actually prime time, guys, for you guys to get stretched and for you guys to work on foam rolling and mobility exercises. This is the perfect time, guys. Now that your muscles are primed and you just finished the workout, they're nice and warm, this is the perfect time for static stretches. Static stretch holds is anything that we hold elongated periods of like more than 15 seconds at a time. You're just holding there and holding. For example, this would be if I was holding my leg out here and I was holding this move right here, all right? And I was holding and I really feel that stretch there. And I'd be holding that for over 15, 20 seconds at a time. That'd be what we consider a static stretch. A dynamic stretch would be the other, what we would do before the workout even starts, more for like a warm-up purposes, right? We're basically moving and kind of like in place, right? Moving in place, moving in place, moving in place. Static stretches we tend to avoid when we're right before we're starting with our workouts because usually we want to maintain that tension in our muscles, and at the same time, if our muscles are really cold, it's almost like pasta. When pasta's really cold and you're trying to like maneuver it and bend it around, it snaps really easy, and it's not as flexible basically, right? Once you get them nice and primed, you get pasta like nice and warm, it's flexible. You can pretty much do a lot more with it than you would otherwise, right? Our muscles kind of like the same thing. Once they're nice and warm, they have a lot more flexibility and maneuverability all around, all right? So, that being said, I'm going to start off with foam rolling exercise. We'd like to work from the ground up here, right? What we're going to do is we're going to start with our heel here, all right? And then this foam roller is going to be placed right over here. What we're going to do from here, if we want, if you're not really used to it too much, you can just kind of roll up and down, right? If it's not enough pressure for you, you could just bring the other leg up and over that, right? And you're rolling back and forth. Really important, guys, when you feel a tight spot, make sure you kind of hang out there for a little bit, and you're gonna flex that foot up towards me. This is what we call dorsiflexion of the foot, right? We're flexing it up towards us, pointing the toes toward us, and then this is what we call plantar flexion. We're bringing that right back down, pointing the toe away from us, right? So up towards us and away from us, all right? We're going on that, back and forth, and you can also roll from side to side, right? We're gonna be doing that on both sides. We're gonna start from the ankle itself, the Achilles heel, and then or the Achilles tendon, and then we're gonna move our way up to the gastrocnemius, or the calf as we call it. All right, we're gonna work our way up here, and same thing, same exact principle. Flex that foot up, roll side to side. Important points here, guys. We're gonna avoid the back of the knee, the popliteal area, only because there's sensitive nerve endings there. We don't need to be foam rolling. There's like no benefit to it whatsoever. You're just gonna be kind of added nerve compression. Don't need it. All right, so we're gonna skip the knee area. Even if we're working on the front side of the knee, also skip that area as well. We're gonna go straight to the quads, all right? Same thing, up and down, and then the added leg over it for a little bit of added pressure, added tension, right? Side to side if you can. And then remember, same thing, we're alternating between both sides. Make sure you're getting both sides the same exact thing. From there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn to our front. Start up down here and kind of get a little bit of an ankle stretch as well. All right, and then just come down over here, and same exact thing. Gonna be rolling up and down. Flex that foot again. Roll side to side. We're gonna skip the knee area again. Remember, and I'm getting the quads. My quads are a little bit tight right now, so I'm like. I'm really feeling this, right? I'm gonna go up and down, and then important from here, you see me from here, guys, you can flex the knee. Basically means you're gonna be bringing that knee up, all right? Flex the knee up, bring it back down again, flex the knee up, bring it back down again, and side to side, guys. All right, same thing on both sides. All right, from there we're also gonna get our side as well. Guys, a lot of people usually say, oh, let's get the IT band also, which is basically the iliotibial band. It's an attachment, it's a tendon attachment from the right side of the right side of the knee and the right side of the hip. It attaches all the way there. It's really fibrous, so it's really tough to get. So a lot of times people will be doing this, rolling back and forth, but it's kind of something you'd be better off working around. So what you could skip that altogether. If you want, you can hit that, but the most added benefit you get is working off the TFL muscle, this muscle that we have on our side here, or our glute medius, right? You kind of just work right about here, right? This muscle right here is usually a lot better to target. It's kind of a better workaround than just this IT band here on the side, right? Remember, we're gonna roll side to side on this part right here. Right, side to side, same thing. You can flex that foot up and down, right? From there, you can also bring that leg up and over, and you also feel that as well, coming back and forth, and then working your way on the glute as well. You get both sides, remember? All right, get both sides. And then also another key point, we're also going to be avoiding the lower back, especially when you're starting off with foam rolling. You want to avoid the lower back. There's a lot of compression in the lower back you don't want. So we're going to avoid this part right here, right above my right. We're avoiding that part, and we're going to go slightly under our shoulder blade. So if my shoulder blade, the bottom of my shoulder blade ends like right about here, I'm only going to be maybe about this far down. There's a few inches below that, and that's about it, right? Avoiding this area right here, okay? So from here, we're going to work our way from here. So we're going to kind of flex back and forth, all right? And do this about 10 times. Just getting our upper back, our thoracic spine area kind of nice and loose. From here, we're gonna bring our hands up overhead, right? And then what we're gonna do is bring the hips up off the ground. Another thing also, we wanna avoid the neck area. So the base of your neck, there's like a little bony part that sticks out here. That's gonna be our end point. You don't wanna be rolling on the actual neck itself. So remember, from a little below the shoulder blades to the neck area, that's all you're gonna be hitting, all right? And we're gonna be rolling back and forth. Make sure you really push it up, guys, on that one, all right? And we're also gonna get our lats in here as well. So what we're gonna do is gonna put this down. We're gonna put our arm up and over, right? Remember, my arm placement is also important on this one. I'm not forward here in front of me. It's going to be kind of extended out, up and out. My palm is not down on the ground. It's actually facing this way, right? It's not facing up either. It's not facing down. It's kind of like right in the center of that, what we call like a neutral grip. From there, we're going to roll from here down, all right? Put that mat in there, right? Sometimes when the muscles themselves are tight, certain movements like overhead presses, for example, when you're getting bar over your head, a lot harder to do because of the muscle tightness and stuff. It doesn't allow. All right, and then we're gonna roll side to side, back and forth on that. All right, guys, this bar right here. Not everybody has the luxury of having one of these bars on them. But if you do what you can do for this, remember you're gonna rest this right on your shoulder blades. So my shoulder blades will be right about here. And what I'm gonna be doing, right? My hips are also gonna be up for this. I'm gonna reach over, up and over, right? My arms are gonna be fully extended out, so they're not gonna be flexed like this. Fully extended out, right? Nice grip on this bar. I'm not trying to lift this bar either. The only thing this thing is here for is just to kind of like have a nice firm grip on it, right? This is a 45-pound barbell, by the way. All right, and then from here, what you're gonna do, you're gonna drop your hip, your pelvis. All right, you're gonna get a really nice stretch on that, especially if you're tight on the overhead, which a lot of Americans are, to be honest with you, or a lot of people in general are, just to be honest with you, because a lot of times when you guys are out in your posture is kind of like rounded forward, which a lot of us have bad posture sitting at our desk and stuff like that for a long time. We tend to round forward, and that tends to really, really tighten up our muscles. So these exercises help undo that, right? You're gonna be up and over. I'm gonna be holding that right there, right? Hold that for 10 seconds at a time, release. All right, 5 seconds, and back down again, release. Remember, if this starts getting too easy, you can come in a little closer. You don't want to be too close in either, but come in a little closer. If it's too hard, you can come out wide on this one, all right? Come out wide and bring the hips up if it's too hard, all right? And if this starts getting too easy from here, you can also roll up on the shoulders a little bit. Remember, you're gonna hold that move for about 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds, and then release for about 5 seconds. That was pretty good. From that, after that, we work on static stretches on the hand, on the leg itself, all right? So we're gonna bring this foot up and forward. Remember, that foot right there is gonna be facing towards us, all right? Dorsiflex, remember again, like I said before. So this is plantar flexion, this is dorsiflexion up towards us. We're gonna reach down, right? We're gonna try to make sure our back is not rounded out, nice and straight. We're gonna reach down and you're gonna hold that there, all right? This move you have the luxury of holding out for a while since you are nice and warmed up. You just finished the workout. You're holding it there. You hold it there for 30 seconds if you like. If this is getting too easy for you, you can also work on extending the other leg back a little bit, all right? And little by little, you're kind of working into a front split a little bit, right? It's kind of a precursor to that, all right? From there, what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna come up and around. You're gonna hold this move right here. It's kind of like a pigeon stretch here. You could also, in this position, hold this way a little bit. Hold that for about 15 seconds, right? Once there, it's a little bit of upward mobility again. Once there, you're gonna go into, since you're kind of in a pigeon stretch already, you're gonna bring this leg back, right? And then you're gonna bring your chest down. You're gonna hold this move. You hold this move again for 30 seconds. If you're feeling good, hold it up to a minute if you like, right? Hold that. This is gonna be good for your medial glutes. You're really gonna get them nice and stretched out. You're gonna do that on both sides as well. All right, hold this move here. Traditional moves you guys have seen before, right? But you can't knock them, they're pretty good. For this move, remember again, try not to round out the back, try and keep it nice and straight. That's a hamstring stretch, right? You get right here, you really start feeling it when you get that back nice and straight, and then you try and reach over, all right? And you try and reach over, you can hold that for a while. All right, work from this position here, maybe work down into a squat position, hold this, push out, all right? Push out from here, we're gonna hold on to our toes, and then gonna work our way up. This is gonna be straight again, all right? Don't forget the quads also. Go up against the bar or something, right? And then you're gonna be holding up each quad. Holding it there. Hold it there 30 seconds to a minute or so, right? Switching between legs, of course. 30 seconds to 1 minute. From there, you can also work on butterflies as well, right? And then from there also, you can work on the split itself also. You should work on that. Working your way down, right? Little by little, you'll kind of progress. You go to wherever you can, and then once you reach to about your point, whatever you're comfortable with, you're gonna hold that position there, right? Lean forward, hold that position there again for 30 seconds at least, up to a minute. Once you're there, you're gonna reach over to the left side, hold 30 seconds to a minute, reach over to the right side, hold 30 seconds to about a minute or so. Once you're done with that, you might feel a little bit on the legs. Go back into butterfly position, and then just kind of hang out there for a little bit, 30 seconds to a minute. And guys, if you guys have time for it, the cherry on top, anytime you're working, basically anytime we're doing anything in the day, a lot of our blood accumulation tends to pull all the way down here. So the way we undo that and kind of help our blood flow again, recirculate again. We go up against the wall, right? Up against the wall, and you literally just hang out there, right? So nice and straight, right? You can do this literally while you're streaming something on the phone or something. You're gonna be on the phone anyway. Might as well do something productive while you're doing it, right? And you're gonna hang out here. First time you're gonna do it, you're gonna hang out there for like about 5 minutes or so. If you hold it for too long, sometimes it might not feel too good afterwards. Your legs are definitely gonna fall asleep if you're not used to it. Little by little, work your way up to like about 7 minutes, then 10 minutes. Holding it no longer than 10 minutes or so at a time. It's really not necessary to go over that. If you're really feeling comfortable with it, you can go and hold that move. That move in particular, I do after a long run. Any kind of long run, you're a lot of damage on the feet and stuff, especially on the pooling of the blood in your lower extremities. So that move right there, beautiful. Really gets the blood flowing, guys. All right, this is a quick post-WOD, basically any kind of post-workout routine that I usually do, especially if I have the time for it, and I always feel like beautiful afterwards. And then I'll come back and I'll feel pain-free the next day. My legs actually have a lot more. It's kind of like that whole suspension bridge theory, You get a little more flexibility. You have more durability in your muscles as well. A little bit stronger at the same time too, when they have a little more flexibility to them, a little more mobility. Guys, we always work on this every single day after every single workout. This is the most important time to get it in. And if you guys are missing out on it, you guys are gonna be pretty much cutting yourself short. If you guys wanna be doing this for years on end, I wanna be doing this for like until the rest of my life if I can, And if you guys wanna be doing the same, just keep up with these routines, all right? Make sure you guys always warm up before a workout. Do the workout itself, and then always hit up these stretchers or mobility exercises afterwards. You guys will feel right as rain, all right? Hope you guys have fun today. Hope today was informative, and if there's anything I'm missing out, feel free to drop a comment on the comment section below, and I'll be sure to cover anything you guys have, any questions you guys have whatsoever. I'll be sure to cover it again in future videos, all right? All right, guys, this is Abe again. I hope you guys have fun today. I'll see you guys around the next time, all right? Take care, guys.